Welcome to my channel. Today I have a Gen Z known as Awimbo Chronicles. I know it's been a while, so I just want to pick his brains, get to know what he thinks about life generally, especially politics. So I'll let him introduce himself. Welcome to my show, Awimbo Chronicles. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Awimbo's Chronicles, formerly known as Michael Awimbo. I am a student at the University of Nairobi, Nairobi, Kenya, pursuing economics and statistics. But beyond that, I am an avid debater and an enthusiast of political matters and geopolitics as a whole.
So
And I'm
Awimbo
glad to,
Chronicles is the name of your YouTube channel.
yes.
Okay. So do you have any other social media handles that people can find you on?
It's Awimbo Chronicles on all platforms, on TikTok and Instagram as well.
Okay. So what are you up to at the moment? Are you on holiday? Is school still in session?
No, we are currently on holiday. I'm doing an attachment and
Hmm.
doing just my side hustles as well.
Okay.
Yes. Mm.
Do you care to tell us what side hustles you engage in? It's a secret.
One is a secret. I believe there are some things I don't talk about until they are fully mature, but there is something definitely cooking on the side. But beyond
Mm,
that, just the attachments, getting to
mm,
work with government officials, just getting
mm.
that kind of insight and understanding how the country works on a deeper level is something really meaningful that I'm doing alongside debating, of course, because I think I'm always
Okay.
debating.
So do you have plans of becoming a politician? Because it seems like you're so interested in how the government operates.
That's actually something a good question. I think that's something I've thought of. I don't know if
Mm.
I will fully enact that, but if I will, I might be in the ballot in 2027. God knows, but yeah,
As a
that's something
what?
I've thought of. Yes, as a member of county assembly,
For which county?
for the Uhuru Kariobangi ward. Yeah, that's.
Do you know what goes on down there? Are you familiar with that ward?
Yes, 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 yes. Being somewhere
Mm,
I've grown up, a huge chunk of my childhood was spent there. So I'm
mm,
familiar with a lot of the things there, the
mm.
realities of people, how they look
Okay.
at life, the things that are
Mm,
their priorities when it comes
okay.
to just their rudimentary needs. So I'd say I am aware.
So you've interacted with them extensively.
Yes, with a lot of people, yes.
And are they receptive to you, or you just assume
A-
they'll warm up to you
As a
when you.
person, yes.
Uh,
Yes, they are. Because I think this is a sentiment I've gotten from a lot of people. I think most
mm,
of them believe that I am someone who would make a good leader, but I hope that's just something in practice as well, not just for the sake of flattering me or making me look and
yeah.
feel nice.
Well, time of elections is when you get to know whether they mean it or not. That is, if
Yeah.
you decide to vie for whatever seat you're eyeing. So you
Mm.
don't want to have like industry experience before you venture into politics.
I would want to, but the only challenge is for the country we are in, it's very fragile and a lot of
Mm,
the issues are very systemic in nature. So if you're
mm,
not within the system, even
mm,
if you get, it's first of all very unlikely that you get that exposure, first of all. So that's why I
mm.
was thinking, what's the best route for me to kill two birds with one stone? And I think getting into politics gives me
Mm.
that avenue to be able to challenge the system from within, but also create that atmosphere such that future generations can have that avenue to enjoy such things, because the problems are largely systemic. Yeah.
Okay, so that's music to my ears because I assume Gen Zs are not really interested in politics. So, What made you get so interested in politics? Is it something that has always been with you, or you just got an awakening since last year after the June 25th protests?
I think it's that awakening plus the realization of
Mm,
where I am at in my life right now. Because
mm,
right now I'm in a transitional period. I'm at a
mm,
point where I'm almost leaving dependency on my guardians and
mm,
relatives, and I'm supposed to
mm,
be independent. And that
mhm,
means things like taxes are going to affect my quality of life or my
mhm,
ability to just live, my welfare in the workplace, my ability
mm,
to get a job. All those
mm,
things factor
mm,
into whether or not I'm able to transition smoothly, which is something I care about. That forced
mm,
me to be very intentional and be
mm.
very aware of the political landscape. So, yeah.
Okay. So, do your peers share the same sentiments, or it's just you who is interested in politics in your group of friends?
No, I'd actually say a lot of my peers also share the same sentiments, from people
Mm,
who I serve with in church to my debate friends to my school
mm,
colleagues as well. I think
mm,
this realization is something that's hitting everyone because,
mhm,
again, I think I have a set of ambitious friends in every direction. So they all,
mm,
all want to make it, they all want a piece of the cake. And
mm,
that means their livelihoods have to be well, and for that to happen it means their political systems have to also work, because that's the like
mm.
the place where all of these things stem off of. So most all of them actually are really politically aware, and we challenge each other to just know more about our country and the political landscape as a whole.
So, are you guys preparing to participate in 2027 elections, or you're just talking about politics?
I think people are actively preparing because we are closely following the IEBC, like the new guys who are put there, and
Mm-hmm,
the conversations they are having towards the preparation to
mm,
roll out the registrations again. Because there was that conversation on what were they to prioritize. Is it the by-elections that are happening, or
mm,
opening of the server so that people can register?
mm,
And I think we are
mm,
all following that, because I had a friend who was also having that conversation with
mm,
there's this channel, I think K24 or
mm,
TV 47, TV
mm,
47, and like they're
mm-hmm.
having those conversations. So like we are all preparing. We want to be there. We want to be able to vote, and we don't want to indoctrinate or like breed that culture of complacency again, because it has gotten us as a country to where we are right now.
Okay, so when do the registrations begin?
They haven't yet disclosed because they were still um, thinking about the by-elections that were happening. So I'm certain once that's done, that's probably the second thing they're going to prioritize.
I thought they were supposed to allow people to register before the by-elections, because how else are they going to participate in the by-elections if they are not on the register?
No, I think there are people who are already on the register. I think the registrations that I'm referring to is like now for the new guys
For
in
the new
entirety.
guys.
People, yeah, like
Okay.
people who weren't on the register initially.
Mm. Okay.
Mm.
So, do you have faith in the newly appointed team of IBC officials, or
I'd say not really. I am hoping they do good by the citizens, but I
mm.
don't think I would say I have much hope in them, because if someone
even
is,
despite despite
Mhm.
the fact that the chairman is an old boy of the same school as you?
I get that is that, and that's what makes it very like makes me sit at a very difficult place, because for
Mm.
one, for people in the institution I went to, high school, Starehe, we are always
They are
taught the
known to be
value.
very professional.
Exactly. Like we are
Mm,
taught that from the
mm,
get-go, the value of
mm,
integrity. So that
mm-hmm,
makes me want to trust the system. But
mm-hmm,
again, for a system that's broken, I don't think you'll put someone who will help you build the system. You probably have
mm,
someone who will help you break the system even further or help you entrench your power. So I think
uh,
that's why my trust isn't as much, in as much as there's someone who's affiliated to us. Because at the end of the day, people are selfish individuals. They always
mhm.
out to care for themselves and get what works for them. So if
Well,
yeah.
if it gives you a bit of comfort, another old boy, Caleb Amisi, you know him. He's a very vocal MP,
Mm,
and he's one of the most straightforward MPs from ODM. He's also from Sitarehe, and he said he vouches for him. So,
mm,
because he is a critic of the KK government, I'm sure
wow.
we can have a little bit of faith in. Is it Ethicon? Is it called Ethicon?
Mm, mm,
The
mm.
IBC chair.
Yeah.
So anyway, I hope you guys will participate in the coming elections, because just going on protests and always complaining is not going to change things.
Change. Mm,
And you have to like show up in numbers, yeah?
mm.
Because
Yes.
if you show up in numbers, it's going to be very hard for the IEBC guys to play around with the results. So
Yes.
I hope everything works out well. So back to you. Um, what are your friends doing? As in, are they preparing for the elections, or they're just making noise on social media?
No, they are. They are. They are actively preparing. There are other friends I have whom I won't disclose, but they're also political aspirants. They are already in
Mm.
political parties, and they are
Which
just
parties? New parties or these
there are new
old
parties,
parties?
like
Mm-hmm.
not old parties, new parties,
Mm.
and there are people who are actively shaping discourse on platforms like X and
Mm.
just on TV as well. Like most of
Okay.
my friends are normally on interviews, just talking about the political landscape. So
Mm.
I'd say they're doing a lot to prepare and always reminding each other to register for the elections and just make sure people are in the voters register. So people are
So
preparing.
who are they hoping to vote for as their president? Because so far we have like six people who want to topple Ruto.
The
So
government. Mm.
uh,
So I
not
think
the
right
government.
now,
Okay, as in there's six people who want to take on Ruto on
yes,
2027.
the
Let's put it
incumbent.
that way, because if we say topple, we are going to be suggesting somebody wants to
Uh,
topple him
so
unconstitutionally. We are talking about
yes,
taking over in 2027 after the general
27.
election. Mm.
Yes, yes. So
Uh,
I think for most people right now, we'd say probably Maraga should be one of the best contenders,
mhm.
but
Why is
that
that?
that is also subject to change. But because he's positioned himself as
Hmm.
an issue-based person, not
Mm.
someone who runs on populistic narratives and
And
bread and butter
tribalism.
issues. Exactly. So I think
That's
that
another thing. Among you Gen Zs, are you noticing people retreating into their tribal cocoons? Because it seems like there is a deliberate attempt to shove people back to their tribal cocoons.
mm,
Are you
I think
guys
mhm.
are you guys shunning tribalism, or are you succumbing to the efforts of making guys go back to their tribal cocoons?
For us, I think we recognize the value of culture and where we come from. But when it
Mm-hmm.
comes to deciding our leaders, we don't vote along such lines. We
Mm-hmm.
vote on whether or not you mark my check, like you tick my boxes when it comes to the issues I care about. So, what
Mm-hmm.
are your policies when it comes to things like taxation? what are your policies when it comes to accessibility and
mm,
mobility of goods and services? How do
mm,
you look at those things? It's not
mm,
enough for someone to come from my tribe or be my neighbor for me to
mm.
vote for them if the system that you're likely going to come up with is going to be against me, and that means 5 years of suffering for me. So in as much as people are trying to merge us back to our tribal lines, I think most of us are not going that route again.
And just on that note, do you even know how to speak your mother tongue?
Yeah, yes, I do. I do know how to speak. I can hear, I can speak, but
Mm-hmm.
yes, I do it when necessary. Whenever that is crucial, I
Okay,
do it. But
okay, that's good.
mm,
Yeah. So, what about the other one, Omtata? What do you people think about him? Though he hasn't really outrightly said he wants to be president, he's still doing research.
I think time will tell, because again,
Mm,
he's not been as vocal about it.
mm-hmm.
So I wouldn't want to speak on him just yet, because again, I don't have sufficient information on his candidacy or interest
Yeah, he
thereof.
has been
So,
appearing. He has been appearing on, or you Gen Zs, maybe you don't watch telly because he's been stating his case on many TV stations.
that's what I'd say. Like, I don't
Mm,
follow him as much, so I can't
mm,
speak about him that much.
okay, okay. So Maraga also doesn't speak that much. In fact, I think Omtata is more popular than Maraga.
Vocal.
Yeah,
He
because
is.
given that he's a senator, his name has been out
Mm,
there more than
yeah,
Maraga.
yeah.
So how come you got to know about Maraga before Omtata? That's
I
very
think it's
interesting.
just it's just because of, I think, how social media works. Again, the idea of algorithms, and I think
Okay.
I gravitated a lot towards things to do with Maraga. I've personally been following a lot of things he does, so
So
that's why.
where do you mostly get your info from? Which social media platform do you get your politics
Um,
from?
I'd say there's TikTok. Like, I
Mm-hmm.
follow, I try to compare different news, but I also
Mm,
contrast that with what's on Instagram as well
mm.
as other news outlets. So now I compare with the more mainstream media houses.
So TikTok is your main social media platform.
Yes, that's where
That's
I.
very interesting. I thought TikTok is where people go to bash each other and post crazy photos
No, no.
and videos.
I think it depends. It depends.
Mm,
It really depends on how you consume information, and
mm.
consequently what your algorithm looks like. Because if
Okay.
you go for like things that are very shock
Ratchet.
value,
Uh,
ratchet, that's what
uh. Oh, that's what
your
comes
feed
on
will
your
give
feed.
you. Because if you look at
Okay.
my feed, it's mostly news. You find international guys like News Daddy, like
Mm,
most of the videos are people like that. Or there's a news guy in Kenya who's not like a mainstream media personality, but
mm.
a journalist as well. So those are the kinds of people who are normally on my feed. So that's why, like,
And do you ever go to X?
I am not an ex person, unfortunately.
What
Like
about your
most people
peers?
do. Most of my friends are very active on X. They are very
Okay.
vocal there. They share
Mm,
their tweets and stuff.
mm,
But I'm
mm.
not, I don't know. I have a problem. It's just not
Okay. Do
something I
do you
gravitate
are
towards.
you there but not active, or you're not there at all, as in you don't have a handle
No,
on
I'm
X?
there, but I'm not active.
Okay.
Mm.
Oh, that's very interesting. So back to your studies. Are you finishing in the next year, or you don't know whether it's going to be 1 year till you get done, or
No, I'm almost finishing. I'm almost finishing. I'm left with one academic year. Then hopefully graduate, because our institution has a very interesting history when it comes to people and graduating. But I hope everything goes well.
but have you had a lot of interruptions since you started?
Not necessarily. The only interruption happened last year, but it was like a symbolic interruption because they had
Mm,
pushed the opening dates to September while
mhm,
our school normally opens in October. So the
mhm.
strike happened from September till October. So it was like we just went back to default settings. So
Okay.
technically, I'd say that there haven't been any interruptions.
Okay, that's good. Well, so what about your social life? What are you up to? Are you just focused on your academics, or do you ever hang out with your friends for leisure?
My social life is debate. People say debaters don't have a social life. Like that's largely where I socialize with people. Like that's where a
Mm,
lot of my friends are. So with those guys, we normally attend events together. So
mm,
that's like my social space as well as church to some extent.
mm.
Yeah.
Okay, so you don't have friends in other. Anyway, you have to share interests to hang out with
Yeah,
people.
I think it's very difficult to form friendships with people who you don't
Yeah,
share
we have
interests
different interests.
because you won't find middle grounds to engage
Mm,
or like
mm,
just have fun because you
mm,
don't prioritize the same things.
mm.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, well. So, what about your channel? What do you usually talk about on your YouTube channel?
Um yeah, it's more motivational content and healing content because I think
Mhm.
I am someone who's passionate about mental health, especially
Mhm.
because I think just my background as a
Mm,
person and growing up really pushed me to see life from a different angle at a very young age. So that
mhm.
grew that interest in me. So I always have that urge to share such kind of content with people, and it's normally
Mm,
therapeutic to me as well because sometimes I watch back my videos and they
mm.
also inspire me as well.
Yeah, because you post a lot of deep content, and I always wonder where that comes from. Is it that you're doing a side course as a therapist, or where do you get all that knowledge from?
I think it's just things I've documented about life that,
Mm,
like, when you look at my content, it gives
mm,
you a lens as to how I see life from the
mm,
experiences I've had. Because I
mm,
think this is something that started even as early as high school. Because I used to
mm,
have people just come to me and open up and tell me their problems, and I'd be there
mm,
listening to them and giving them solutions. Most people
mm,
actually thought I'd be a psychologist,
mm.
but I'll probably do that at some point in my life.
Yeah,
But
because
yeah,
sometimes I'm like, hey, this is deep. I
mm,
even ask myself whether you're reading from a psychologist's material. Hmm?
no,
It's all from you, as in,
yeah, like I'd literally give you stories that inspired every single video that I have put out there. They're like there's
okay.
always a backstory.
Mm.
Mm.
Okay. And what about theater? Do you have any plays lined up?
Oh, actually, I think theater was something I had to trade off for debate.
Mm,
Because like both were conflicting, so
mm,
I don't have any shows coming up. I was someone pitched for me an idea to participate in some competition that I did last year,
mm, mm,
but my schedule is a bit tight, so I might not be able to. But if for some reason I get some free time, I might chip in and
mm.
help them out.
Okay.
Mm.
Well, what else do you have to say for yourself?
I think just that.
Uh,
I don't think I have much to say. I
uh,
think, but again, I'd say like for debate, it's a very interesting space because beyond debating, it's helped someone like me move out of the country because you normally have meets outside the country. You go and
okay.
meet different people,
And
experience different
do you
cultures.
ever record your debate sessions where we can view and rate
Personally,
your.
I don't, but I'm sure there should be videos somewhere. There are
Uh,
people who record sometimes.
okay, that would be good content for us who are unable to attend your sessions physically.
Mm,
So,
mm.
mm,
Yeah, yeah. We'll definitely do that,
mm,
hopefully
mm,
in the tournaments that
okay,
are in the later months of the year.
okay. So, is it something connected to uni students, or you meet your debate
Hmm.
counterparts from other institutions? It's a
It's
university thing.
it's like from other institutions as well. So that's why
Okay.
like it's like a social thing. It's you can think of it like a co-curricular, the same way we have sports like rugby. Debate is also a
So
sport.
it's for university students.
Yes, but
Okay.
even beyond university, there
Mm,
are people who still come back because
mm,
again, for a debater, your life at some point becomes it revolves around debate. So
mm,
your friends are there, your closest allies are
mm,
there as well,
mm. Okay.
and some people make work out of debate as well. Debate
Okay.
has like the debate world is very big, bigger than most people know, because most people look at debate as just like arguing, but it has the avenue of creating jobs
Yeah,
for
you see,
people.
that's why I'm suggesting you, whoever organizes those debates, to be recording the sessions and upload them on a public platform where we can
Mhm.
watch and get to decide who won the debates or not.
Mm,
Yes, it's also a form of entertainment.
yes, yes, yes.
And eventually, whoever uploads the content gets to be compensated by whichever
Monetize.
platform
Mhm.
they upload it on.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so remind us where we can find you.
Oh, okay, okay. So for me, it's Awimbo's Chronicles on
Mm,
Instagram, on
mm.
TikTok, and on YouTube.
Okay. So thank you for stopping by. I'll see you on the next one. If you're not subscribed to my channel, please consider doing so. Share this video, like the same video, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.